two, 1 2. Check, check, check. 2 2 1 2. Check, 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 check. Leroy.
I would ask that you please stand for the processional. We are going to move right into our program. I apologize about the link. We really can't delay the start of the ceremony any longer. You will get the link in short order. We are going to welcome the class of 2021 to our forefront, and we're going to begin with our program. I will post the link as soon as I can, This time, I ask that you welcome the teachers of Pelican Gate School. Leading up the processional this afternoon is teacher Aina. Please give her a hand of kindergarten. She's followed by Mrs. Mitchell, homeroom teacher, grades 1 and 2. Also our language arts teacher. Please give Ms. Mitchell a big round of applause. Next up is Mrs. Galindo, homeroom teacher, grades 3 and 4, social studies teacher. We have homeroom teacher for grade 5, Miss Martin, also our science instructor. Please give Miss Martin a big round of applause. We have homeroom teacher for grade 6, Mrs. Nickel, also our mathematics teacher. Please welcome our PE instructor, also teacher Martin. Professora Ada is next, our Spanish instructor. Please give her a big round of applause. Not part of the processional, but we definitely cannot do without the services of Mr. Robinson and Mr. Kelly, our bus drivers. Please give them a big hand. We cannot do also without our lunch caterers, Mrs. Aldre and Mr. Dalbert. Please give them a big round of applause. They're here today. They're all here today. And we have Mr. Colin is not here, our groundskeeper. He always does a very good job of keeping our campus looking on top form. Please give him a big round of applause. And our cleaner, she's not here, Miss Dorset. Please give her a big round of applause. I ask that you remain standing as the students, the class of 2021, will now make their entrance. But before I bring them in, I'm going to share the link. I now have the link so that family members near and far can be a part of our procession, a part of our ceremony today. You're going to get the YouTube link, and you're also going to get a Facebook link. You should be all set. And it is now time to welcome our guests of honor. We're going to start with student number 1, Amaris Anslem. Principal's list honor this afternoon goes to Amaris Anslem. Please give her a round of applause. Graduating with honors this afternoon will be Trey Dawson. Give him a big hand, please. Graduating on the principal's list this afternoon will be Ryan Donovan. Please give him a big round of applause. Graduating with honors this afternoon will be Delandre Dorset. Give him a big round of applause. Welcome the children, please. Also graduating with honors this afternoon, we have Nathan Lewis. Give him a big hand. Honor student Rihanna Phillips is coming out. Give her a big hand, please. Following Rihanna is our salutatorian principal's list student Tishelle Phillips. Give her a big hand, please. Following our salutatorian this afternoon will be our valedictorian, Jesani Reimer, Principal's List Award. Honor student coming right up, Zakiya Stout. Give her a big hand, please. And last, but by no means least, we have Princess Samantha Virgil, also honor student, Pelican Gate School. Give the children a big hand. It is okay, Princess. It is your moment. Take your time. At this time, I'm going to call Mrs. Nicole to welcome God's presence with us this afternoon. I ask that you please remain standing. Please bow your heads.
Our Father, who art in heaven, we welcome your presence here with us this afternoon. Lord, we want to just give you thanks for all that you have done for us and all that you will continue to do for us. Lord, we welcome your presence among us this afternoon as our students graduate onto high school. Lord, we ask that you cover them, you protect them, and you keep them safe. Lord, I ask that you will continue to grant them wisdom, knowledge, and understanding so that they will make the right choice as they leave Pelican Gate and go into high school. Lord, I just pray that you will continue to bless the parents of these students, give them patience, give them tolerance to watch over these children, to protect them even more than they did when they were here with us. Lord, I just ask that you just continue to bless this school, the principal, the teachers, and everyone that plays a role in making Pelican Gate the school that it is. Lord, we just want to continue to give you thanks for keeping us safe as we glorify and honor your name this afternoon. Amen.
Amen. Please don't sit as yet soon, okay? The children, the graduating class, will lift their voices and sing our national anthem and territorial song. I ask that you please show respect and stand at attention.
Educating the people is a golden key to maintain the success of this territory. Oh, how raised are your daughters, and how wealthy are pledge to my country, the territory of the Virgin Islands, to encourage national pride and dignity, to render patriotic services, promote justice for all, be true to God, and remain dedicated to these Virgin Islands.
Thank you. We'll remain standing, I'm sorry. We have one more item before we can sit. And this is where we all join our voices and lift up our hearts in praise for this day. This is the day is the song that we'll all sing. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Okay, Mr. Huggins is going to give us a little beat. And children, we want you to raise your voices. I know I have my past students that are going to raise their voices with us. Our seniors are here. They're going to raise their voices. We have some elected officials. I will establish the protocols just now. Okay? We have a lot of support here today. The shed is full. I'm happy to see all of you. But right now, we have to give thanksgiving through song. Okay? So we're going to be singing, "This is the day that the Lord has made." Then we're going to go, "This is the week. This is the year." Okay? Don't worry, we're going to sing together. I have some singers too, I can see you, so I want to hear your voices. All right, are you ready? Hey, let's go. This is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. That the Lord has made. We will rejoice. We will rejoice and be glad in it. And be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Oh, this is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. This is the week. This is the week of the devil's defeat. Of the devil's defeat. We will rejoice. We will rejoice. This will rejoice and be glad in it. And be glad in it. Oh, this is the week of the devil's defeat. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Oh, this is the week. This is the week of the devil's defeat. This is the year. This is the year. This is the year that He made of it. That He made of it. Let us rejoice. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the year. Oh, this is the year that He made of it. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Oh, this is the year. This is the year that He made of it. Let me hear you, children. I will enter His gates with thanksgiving in my heart. Let me hear you. I will enter His courts with praise. I will sing. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice. For He has made me glad. He has made me glad. He has made me glad. Oh, He has made me glad. I will rejoice, for He has made me glad. He has made me glad. He has made me glad. I will rejoice, for He has made me glad. Well done, well done. So you have woken us all up. We're up, and you may now be seated. Thank you for your indulgence. I want to establish the protocol. Today we have a number of invited guests. A number of elected officials are here, and we want to welcome them among us. Honorable Shari De Castro is up front. Junior Minister for Tourism, let's give her a big hand, please. I see y'all going back to sleep on me. No, that's not how we do at Pelican. Honorable Shari De Castro, Junior Minister of Tourism is here with us. Let's give her, thank you. Mr. Castro, Honorable, do you feel welcome? All right. Also joining us, we seated him under the tent, but he feels more comfortable among the masses, is Honorable Mark Vanterpool, District 4 representative. Let's give him a big hand, please. He's here. And Mrs. Vanterpool. Very nice to see you. We have with us Mrs. Selwood. We are familiar with Mrs. Selwood. Mrs. Connie George, sorry. Mrs. Connie George is here. Acting Chief Education Officer from the Ministry of Education. Let's give her a hand, please. Always nice to have you, Miss George. Yes. Followed by Mrs. Selwood, Liaison Officer, Ministry of Education. We always have to keep in touch with Mrs. Selwood to make sure that we're on target with what's happening in the ministry, and we really appreciate her. Mrs. Selwood, please give her a big hand, please. You would see me turning my attention to the gate every now and again because I have written proof on my phone from the Premier that he's going to be here today. So as soon as he comes, we will acknowledge his presence, and I know he will have wonderful words of encouragement for our students. Teachers are here. Please give them a hand again. Well-wishers are here. You are here, well-wishers, in person. You are also via our live stream on Facebook. Let's give them a big hand, please. And parents, by no means did I forget you. Let us give the parents of these beautiful children a big hand. Children, give your parents a big, big hand. I trust that I have not forgotten anyone. It's not deliberate. If I did, I did. I forgot a very special group of invited guests. And these are our Carrot Bay seniors right here in the rear. Let's give them a big hand. Cream of the crop. Okay, cream of the crop seniors. They are here with us to celebrate today. All right, we're going to move straight into our program since we have established protocols. And I know you're looking through the program and you're saying there are no remarks from your principal. Does this school have a principal? You didn't see her march in, and you didn't see him or her mentioned anywhere in the program, and that's deliberately done that way. And I ask that you indulge me this afternoon. You will hear from Teacher Lois. Hi. Your principal of Pelican Gate. You will hear my voice all the way through. We don't necessarily follow protocols of your typical graduation. I speak all the way through. Okay, so you'll be tired of hearing from me. But I am the principal of Pelican Gate School, and I welcome each and every one of you to our ceremony this afternoon. At this time, we're going to move to Mrs. Selwood. Let me ask Mrs. George first, if you would like to say any words. Or Mrs. Selwood is going to say. Okay. All right, so Mrs. George is going to hand it over to Mrs. Selwood today. Let's give her a big hand, please.
Thank you very much, Mrs. George. Well, when I'm finished, yes. So, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay, that's a little better. We're here to celebrate with our grade 6 class, and they're all excited. And you're looking lovely this afternoon. You know, ever so often I come to visit, and I will go and I will check on them, and I'm saying to Miss Joe, look how they have grown. Oh my gosh, the time seems to just go by so quickly. On behalf of the Deputy Premier and Minister for Education, Culture, Youth Affairs, Fisheries, and Agriculture, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, Permanent Secretary, Dr. Marcia Potter, Acting Chief Education Officer, Mrs. Connie George, Allow me to extend congratulations to our sixth grade students on their achievement, the completion of the primary portion of their educational journey. The ministry wishes you great success as you embark on your secondary voyage. Graduates, as you begin this new phase in your lives, I want to encourage you to carry three very important things with you. First, and foremost, I want you to carry a positive attitude with you wherever you go. Embrace each opportunity with the determination to do your best and to enjoy the process. So wherever you go, whichever high school you find yourself, just go there, be that pelican that you are, do your best, and embrace every opportunity. Secondly, I want you to have a clear outline of your priorities. I want somebody from the class to tell me what the word priorities mean. Anyone? Have you? Yes, go ahead. Thank you very much. What do you want to achieve? That first thing, that most important thing that you want to achieve. So you're going to set goals and you're going to put in place a plan to achieve those goals. So when you plan, when you prioritize, you're going to say, you know, I want to be the next Val at the high school I'm going, and so you're going to work hard towards that. The third and most important thing is to trust in God. And you know, it reminds me of one of my favorite Bible verses. It's found in Proverbs 3:5-6, which says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. Not yours, but in all your ways. That means in everything that you do, every single thing, you're going to trust God and He will direct your path. He will take care of you. I extend heartfelt gratitude to the principal and staff of the school for nurturing, for teaching, and caring for these students over the last, some probably as long as 7 years, some 5 years, some probably 3 years. But you have took care of these students as they traverse this portion of their lives. I am sure you have left them with valuable tools to be successful wherever they go. Parents, you too must be applauded. Your involvement in your child's education has helped to lead them to today's success, and especially for the last 2 years, last year and this year, when we relied on you, the parents, so much to assist us as we charted new territories with online learning. As parents, you became our teacher's aid, and we want to say thank you. It is my prayer that all of you students will stay the course and support each other. When you leave Pelican, remember to touch base, because I don't think all of you will go to the same high school. But remember to keep in touch with each other. Associate yourselves wherever you go, whichever school you find yourself in. Associate yourself with positive persons. And always listen and seek to understand before responding. It's always important to realize that true wisdom is gained by knowing that there's always something new that you can learn from someone. So never let it be the point that you know everything. As you go out there, remember there's something you can learn. Principal, staff, parents, grade 6 students, congratulations on today's achievement. Graduates, follow your passion and continue success in your next 6 years of schooling. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Teacher Lois. Mrs. Selwood had a prepared speech. Good afternoon to everyone. I acknowledge the protocol that has already been established, and I just simply say good afternoon to everyone present. Pelican Gate is in my heart. Regardless of what I'm doing, I have to make time to be at Pelican Gate. So I was in Anegada this morning and made sure I was back, Teacher Lois, to be here at Pelican Gate. Certainly, grade 6, I congratulate you. Everybody, give them a round of applause. It took much hard work to accomplish this goal. Feel proud of yourself and what you have accomplished. Give them another round of applause. You see, last year was an interesting year for all of us. And I can go back to 2017 and talk about Hurricanes Maria and Irma, and then come forward to 2019, 2020, and speak about COVID-19. Through all of that, our students had to continue studying, learning in whatever form it came. Online learning, blended learning, hybrid learning. These things became the norm. But guess what? You did not stop. You did not give up. You persevered. You continued. And today we are truly celebrating you, grade 6. Parents, I celebrate you also, because you had to do quite a lot more than you would have done in the past. Give your parents a round of applause. In fact, I want to say that the entire community is celebrating today, because in the Virgin Islands we had challenges, many challenges, and we can look back and see truly the Lord has helped us and we have persevered. As you move on to the secondary leg of your educational journey, I encourage you to be bold, be courageous, and be your best. Do not take your education for granted. I want to challenge you, young people, to study hard, read daily, engage in meaningful activities, and build good skills for life. Never forget, and I repeat this, never forget that God is always with you. And when difficult times come, always remember, I can do, who can finish that for me? All things through Christ who strengthens me. That's from Philippians 4:13. Remember the values that you learned during your primary school years. Carry them with you to secondary school. Practice good manners, for example. Thank you. Please, excuse me. They are not for primary school only. Respect yourself. And also, always respect others. This will take you a long way. You now possess the ability to do great things, but you must work hard and stay focused. Always remember, there is no limit to where you can achieve. Congratulations today, and best wishes as you go forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. George and Mrs. Selwood. I know Mrs. George want to come to Pelican and not see. Pelican is very dear to her. We sat on those benches several times, several days. We agreed about things, we disagreed about things, we agreed to disagree about things. So she would never, I know that Pelican is very dear to her. Honorable De Castro, I want you to get your little speech in your head. I always call people impromptu. Okay, that's what I do. So get your little speech. Honorable De Castro, AKA Tisha's auntie, is here. She's Tisha's auntie today. Okay? So, I listened to those speeches, children, and I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something that is very real. I have known some of you much longer than your years here at Pelican Gate because of the privilege that I have of also directing Kids Connection Daycare and Preschool. So some of these children, I've known them from babies. My princess Samantha is one of them. So it's breaking my heart a little to release them and let them go, but I know they will do well. Okay? So I've known these children for a long time. I've seen them grow and develop from stage to get to where they are today. And children, I want you to listen to me closely. Mrs. Selwood said something. I don't want these words to fly over your head. Priorities. And Nathan, you are very good with words, so you knew exactly the meaning of that word. You have excellent vocabulary, this child. And you are to set priorities right No. Not too long ago, there was a student that sat right here where you're sitting. Sat with that same stole, same honor cord, same graduation cap. Her honors, her stole said valedictorian. And you can't imagine the pride I am feeling and the teachers are feeling and all stakeholders here at Pelican Gate are feeling when we look through that list of 150 plus students at Elmore Stout High School and see our Pelican salutatorian of the class of 2021. That deserves a big round of applause. You can't imagine the pride we are feeling today and every year, actually, when we browse through every list of every high school and see our Pelicans taking up the top positions. Our Pelicans are in top 10. So I don't want you to feel that you're graduating from a small school and you will not get lost. You are at an advantage, actually. That is something you can do too. So the salutatorian of the Elmore Stout High School, Miss Kaylee Alfonso, was also a graduate of Pelican Gate School. And we knew she would go on to great things. So I'm telling you what Mrs. Selwood is saying and what all the speeches that you will hear today, it is true. You have to set your priorities now. You want to be in the top batch of any school you go to. You don't want to lose contact with each other. You all see how those children come down here. They just show up. They have a break from their school and they come. And you are welcomed at any time. You don't have to call me. Parents call me and half the time I don't see the message. I'm like, but I told you they're welcome at any. Parents, they're welcome at any time. When I come here and I see them, it's always a breath of fresh air. Don't let them be strangers. I like to look on Facebook and I see my children have gathered. I see they have a whole, Nicholas, you have a basketball team. That's my Pelican right there. I'm just following Nicholas closely. I know he'll make us proud. He has a basketball team that play basketball. They still call themselves the Pelicans. And they've been graduating a good while now. So these are the things that I cherish. These are the things that I strive for the school. So you little children here today, some of you will go to the same school. Some of you might end up in the same class. Some of you will go overseas to school. Some of you will go to various high schools on the island. But you will keep in touch. Pelicans for life. It's in here. Okay? So don't lose track. All right, I told you, you have to indulge me. Okay? So we're going to move into our first set of awards this afternoon. And these awards will go to our valedictorian. I'm inviting the grade 6 homeroom teacher, Mrs. Nichols, to come and assist with these awards. We also, I'm going to call Miss Barry to come and assist as well. Mrs. Barry. Presentation of awards. We're going to begin with our valedictorian, Jasani Rima. Please give him a big round of applause. Okay, we're going to recap. Jasani, we're going to rewind. Let's rewind. We're going to be calling Mrs. Nicole to assist with the awards for our honor students. All right? Our honor students will now be awarded. When you hear your name, you're going to come to Mrs. Nicole, receive your awards. Don't forget to say thank you, and everybody will give you a big round of applause, and you'll have a seat. First set of award for our honors goes to Delandre Dorset. Delandre receives the Pelican Gate Trophy and Award for successful completion of grade 6, the Kevina Barry Trophy for academic achievement, Please give Delandre Dorset a big round of applause. Trey Dawson Honors, Pelican Gate Trophy and Award for Successful Completion of Grade 6, Kevina Barry Trophy for Academic Achievement. Please give Trey Dawson a big round of applause. Samantha Virgil. Princess Samantha Virgil receives the Pelican Gate Trophy and Award for Successful Completion of Grade 6, the Kevina Barry Trophy for Academic Achievement. Please give Princess Virgil a big hand, please. Zakiya Stout. Zakiya receives the Pelican Gate Trophy and Award for Successful Completion of Grade 6, Kevina Barry Trophy for Academic Achievement. Rihanna Phillips. Rihanna receives the Pelican Gate Trophy and Award for Successful Completion of Grade 6, the Kevina Barry Trophy for Academic Excellence. Let's give her a big round of applause, please. And finally, receiving honors this afternoon is Nathan Lewis. He will receive the Pelican Gate School Trophy and Award for Successful Completion of Grade 6, the Kevina Barry Trophy for Academic Achievement. Please give Nathan Lewis a big round of applause, please. And true to his word, we welcome the Honorable Premier. Please give him a big round of applause as Mrs. Barry will seat you. All right. Let us give Mrs. Nichols a big round of applause for assisting with those awards. At this time, Honorable Premier, we welcome you. At this time, we're going to welcome remarks from Jasani Reimer, our valedictorian. Please give him a big round of applause, please. We are also happy to have a boy leading up the class this year as well. We haven't had a boy in a long time. So we are happy. Come on up, Jasani.
We made it, graduates. Congratulations. It is a true honor for me to present this farewell speech on behalf of the graduating class of 2021. It is indeed a beautiful day. Our honorable guest speaker, principal, members of staff, distinguished guests, parents, fellow graduates, visitors, and friends, good afternoon. It seems like yesterday when we all walked through the gates of Pelican Gate School with teary eyes and runny noses. Some of us had accidents because we were not fully potty trained. But thanks to our teachers who were there through it all, the years have passed so quickly, and yes, it has been a journey. There were happy times, sad times, and lonely times. Thanks to our teachers who nursed us, taught us, counseled us, played with us, scolded us, and loved us, we needed it all as part of the preparation for the next chapter of our school lives. Today, I have mixed feelings of happiness and sorrow. I am happy because we made it to the end of primary school. I am sad because we are moving on to the next level and I know it will be challenging. But, graduates, we will make it and we will do well. As a year group, we have all experienced some challenging times. We had our fights. We were punished by our teachers for reasons such as not completing homework and disobeying rules. Oh boy, we drove our poor teachers up the wall. The constant chattering, eating in class during class time, disobeying class rules must have been overwhelming for them. But they loved us regardless and supported us through it all. The Key Six experience was a remarkable one because after sleepless nights, endless homework, quizzes, long stress, we all managed to survive and no one died.
You are right.
It was not so bad after. All right, graduates? Looking at all our faces gives me flashbacks. We have shared amazing memories with each other, cried on each other's shoulders, laughed at each other, teased each other, had fun with each other, argued like crazy, but still the bonds between us will never break. We have grown together and we have come to know each other as family. The time has come for us to go our separate ways, but the memory of our time together will remain with us for the rest of our lives. One big question that is probably going through our minds is, what will happen in the future? Well, I am not going to lie to you or myself and tell you that everything will be okay and easy, because I don't know if that is true. What I do know is that we should try to see the positive in every situation. The journey continues, and I challenge you graduates to leave good memories wherever you go. Always remember our school's motto, small schools, big results. I want to thank our teachers for all the motivational talks, not just teaching us and guiding us, but for telling us the hard truths that we needed to hear. Special thanks to my grandparents, Miss Forbes, Miss Nibs, Mr. Robinson, Miss Aldre, Mrs. Jones, and all stakeholders who helped to make this journey a pleasant one. Special thanks to our parents who were always there when we felt like giving up. Thanks, parents, for supporting us morally and financially. And most of all, thank you for bringing us into the world. Thanks to the one above all, God Almighty, for all the blessings. The school year was a remarkable one. We competed in primary school championship in which Pelican Gate came fourth place. I know without a doubt that they will continue to make Pelican Gate School proud. Graduates, as we move on to the next chapter of our lives, let us continue to aim high. I leave this quote from Semi Shaw, C. Vanison. I will reach for the stars no matter how hard it seems and fly like a bird with the knowledge this journey brings. Thank you all. Do well and congratulations.
That's Jasani Reimer. Give him a big hand, please. Valedictorian class of 2021. Oh, Jasani, you reminded me of so many things, but before I get into too much more talking, well, we have quite a forum this afternoon. It is lovely to see you, Honorable Deputy Premier, Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley. I'm so happy that you were able to join us today. And no, your name is not on our official program, but as I just said to Honorable Shari De Castro, I'm going to say to Honorable Premier Foy and Deputy Premier Whitley, get your little speech ready in your head because you will be called upon, okay? It's wonderful having you in our presence this afternoon. Jasani, you brought up some memories that I almost forgot. And I want to thank you so much. This little school that you see here competes in everything. We don't shy away from any competition. And the last competition that we were actively getting ready for, Honorable Shari, we were going to call you. Tisha said we should call you. Okay, and I only didn't call you because I understood the importance, the significance of what took place. But we were not pleased nevertheless, because our children were in that very same pink building that you see back there, practicing and practicing and practicing for the cheerleading competition. And they were taking the lead in that session. They had all of the dance moves together. They had their stunts together, and they were looking good. And I was feeling energized just watching them. They made my heart skip a few times with those stunts that they were doing. And then I had to come and break the news to them during one of their practice sessions that, that the event had been canceled due to all that's going on with COVID. Health and safety must come first, okay? But in this group today, we will lose some of our dancers. All of the girls you see there are our dancers and our cheerleaders, and I will lose you this year. In this group also, we will lose some of our top athletes. So our track team is looking weak, but I don't want you to be fooled by that just yet. I can't tell you everything, but we are losing some of our athletes this year, Rihanna. Also Jesani. Who else was in Zakiya? Oh my goodness. Trey. Some of you who went out, Ryan, you too, you too. Some of those children were right out on that field competing against every other school, the big schools, small school, medium school, we were there. And we held on to our third place position until the very end. But unfortunately, we don't have certain age categories at the school, so some races went by without us. And it cost us our third place spot. I still need therapy for that, I'm not taking it good. But we are still very, very, very pleased with the performance of these children. They have a kind of drive in them that nobody but a Pelican can understand. So I want you all to take that with you. And Jesani, I thank you for reminding me. That was a huge accomplishment that we achieved. At this time, we're going to go back to our program. And we'll have the Principals List Awards. We are going to call the presenter, parent of our salutatorian, Mrs. Tanika Phillips, to assist with these awards. Ms. Barry will help you to know which are the awards. Principals List Awards are up next. Principals List Award, in case you're wondering, are the children that have attained a very high grade point average. They must fall between the 3.75 to 4.0 range. And this year, I'm very pleased to have 4 students, almost half of the group, attain Principals List. I'm calling 2 right now, because the valedictorian and the salutatorian are going to receive their awards separately, but they are also on Principals List, okay? Receiving Principals List Award, please welcome Amaris Ansland. Amaris receives the SA Architects Trophy for Outstanding Artistic Ability. Give her a big hand, please. She's a budding artist. Receiving the Pelican Gate Trophy and Award for successful completion of grade 6. Also, Amaris, no, you're not done. Amaris done and Morris Anslem. Give her a big hand, please. She will also receive the Kevina Barry Trophy for outstanding academic achievement. Give her a big hand, please. And finally, don't move, baby, don't move. And finally, you will receive the Mackenzie's Construction Award for outstanding academic achievement. Now you can give her a big round of applause. Well done, Amaris. I am looking for great things from you. You have received that awards for art, and I want to see those artistic abilities shine through in the years to come. Please give Mrs. Phillips a big round of applause. She's the... Oh, you see why I have to have my trusted... Okay. You're not done. We have one more student that is going to receive Principal's List Award. Please welcome Ryan Donovan. Ryan, and don't go until I'm finished calling everything, okay? Ryan will receive the Pelican Gate Trophy and Award for successful completion of grade 6. He will also receive the Kevina Barry Trophy for outstanding academic achievement. Please give Ryan Donovan a big round of applause. And very outstanding student. Now, Ms. Phillips, thank you. Thank you for your assistance. All right. At this time, I'm going to be calling Honorable Cherie De Castro. I think that you are ready, right? You have your little speech in your head. Please welcome Tisha's auntie, Honorable Cherie De Castro, to the podium, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Today is a very special day. I'm going to be very brief because I know the class is extremely excited. For me, today I'm not here as Honorable De Castro. I'm here as Auntie, and I won't tell you what she calls me because that's our secret. But I'm here as Tisha's aunt today, and just to congratulate all of the graduates today. Pelican Gates is dear to my heart. I think most of my nieces and nephew has come up through Pelican Gate or Kids Connection. And I actually taught here for a few weeks, a few years ago, when you needed an interim teacher. So it's amazing to see some of the students that I taught then reach to this level of excellence. I truly, truly congratulate you. I know you will do extremely great things. It's an amazing thing to come from a small school, and I think you need to carry all of the characteristics and assets and principles that you would have garnered here as you push off into the bigger school, and just remind everybody exactly of the type of atmosphere that you came with. Carry it with you. Don't become engrossed with all the other things, but try to remain true to yourself, and I know by far you are the next leaders, and you will do great things, and you will represent Pelican Gates for years to come. So congratulations, congratulations. I'm super proud of you, especially, of course, Tisha. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Honorable De Castro. You said you're Tisha's auntie today. And yes, we have had the honor to have Ms. De Castro teach right there in that green building for a few months. And we really, at a time where we really, really needed the assistance. Ms. Violet, Tisha's grandma, I want to recognize you because yes, I have had the privilege of having pretty much all of your little ones. So that means, that means a whole lot to me. Okay, and I've been tracking Sequoia, and Tishel has been telling me all the great news. So please offer my congratulations to Kamisha. Okay, thank you to the De Castros. They have been stuck with Teacher Lois over the years. They have. All right, so we're moving right along. Thank you, Honorable De Castro, for those wonderful words as well. To the presentation of awards, we're going to have a presentation of the valedictorian awards and the salutatorian award. And assisting with this is going to be parent of the valedictorian, mama, dad. Is it which one? You decided yet? Dad is coming. Let's give him a big hand. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Marvelous. Okay, so we're going to do the awards for the valedictorian and the salutatorian, and the father of the valedictorian is here with us. And in the speech, I think, yes, in his speech, you thank your parents for their financial support, and without fail, I don't know how he tracks me when I'm at Kids Connection, because I don't have a set time when I'm there, but I just see this gentleman show up to pay Jasani's school fee, and he's on time every time. So let's give him a big round of applause. Please, Mr. Rhyme, I hope you feel your money was well spent. Okay? All right. Are we ready now? We're going to present the awards to the salutatorian first. Please welcome Ms. Tichelle Phillips. Tichelle will receive the Pelican Gate School Salutatorian Trophy, Pelican Gate School Trophy and Award for successful completion of grade 6, the Kavina Barry Trophy for academic achievement, and the Mackenzie Construction Award for outstanding academic achievement. Please give Tichelle a big round of applause. Coming to the front will be our valedictorian, Mr. Jasani Reimer. Jasani receives the Pelican Gate Trophy for valedictorian. S.A. Architects Trophy for outstanding academic achievement. Jasani receives the award for top achiever in social studies. Jasani receives the award for top achiever in mathematics. Jasani receives the award for top achiever in language arts. Jasani receives the award for top achiever in science. The Pelican Gate School Trophy and Award for successful completion of grade 6 goes to Jasani Reimer. The Kavina Barry Trophy for academic achievement goes to Jasani Reimer. The Mackenzie Construction Award for outstanding academic achievement goes to Jasani Reimer. Please give Jasani a very big round of applause. We are so proud of this little boy. I hope that you will continue on this trend as you move through in your secondary years of schooling. Thank you so much, Mr. You can leave them there. You emptied the table. You can leave them there. Wonderful. All right. Don't leave the envelope. Okay. At this time, I'm going to nudge our Honorable Premier. I know you have your little speech ready, Premier. And you, please welcome the Premier to the podium this afternoon.
I'd like to say good afternoon and God blessings to everyone. Well, it's ironic because I'm here in two folds as Premier, well, three. Premier, District Representative, First District Representative, and a neighbor, because my house is just right over there. So it's a pleasure to be here in our backyard, because Sister Lois and us, this is our backyard, but there's really nothing about it that's in the back. This school is definitely in the front. So I say God blessings to you all. I want to say congratulations, first of all, to the teachers, and Mrs. Augustine, and all those supporting cast. Mrs. Augustine has nearly the whole village hired, one way or the other, whether they're getting paid or not, with this school. And even my sister Aldrea, sometimes when I see her run out of stuff, I see her in my house going with my stuff, and I ask her, where you going with this? She said, Teacher Lois needs this, and she didn't have this or the other, and she came for it. And you will think that sometimes I was joking, tell her with Big Ben's on the other side. You could easily go and buy it over there, you know. But of course, I always tell her yes. And when I don't have it, she would tell me, well, you don't have it, I don't have it, so don't let me leave without the money. But what can you say? I'm so proud of this school. I always brag as years later. Mrs. Lois was one of my students when I was teaching in third form, teaching a third form then. And I always saw the dedication in her. And I told them that you have to start to recognize you don't know where the years go. Because I was actually there with Honorable Sherry DeCastro when she was in primary school, coming into high school. And then I taught the Minister of Education in second form. And then I taught the leader of opposition in fourth and fifth. So I realized that, teaching really has its plus. And even those who I didn't teach, I always tell them, Santa Paul's wife, which she's right there, my English teacher, in fourth and fifth form. And Mrs. Vanderpool is the reason that I'm here today, because when I couldn't spell conscience, she tell me it's conscience. And she keep drilling me on conscience. And then one time, children, I wrote an essay for her, and I said that I jump into the tree. She said you can't jump into a tree. Then you'll be in the back, in the core. You jump on the tree. And she actually pulled me on the side and said, I want to help you. You're going to be a leader one of these days. Your English just a little backward. So she took time out. And on Saturdays, I would go by Miss O'Neill and have to catch a ride to improve my English. I was good in math and science. But I had to make a sacrifice to get better. And that's why I want to let you know, graduates, you can't get anywhere in life without making a sacrifice. So while here in our yard, the guys were playing basketball and baseball, and on the Saturday morning, I had to catch a ride to either go by Miss Vanderpool or Miss O'Neill, Dr. O'Neill. She used to be by the college, I think she still is, to improve my English. And that thing used to get to me then. Because you know how it is, you playing with your friends and all your friends playing, and your mother telling you, pass all of them and catch a ride and get the tongue and go learn something. And then you passing your friends and your friends teasing you. Mommy boy, they used to call me other name, but we were filming it. Can't say it. And I have to pass them. And I'm so angry, saying what my mother sending me here for. But years later, thanks to my mom and my family and Ms. Vanderpool and many others, I'm here. I know she'd have done the same thing had she known that I would have been the premier over her husband, because that's her hat. No matter what she would have saw in the future, she'd have done the same thing. But the same time that she invested in me, many teachers invested in you. You didn't get here by accident. And I want to tell you something I tell every graduate. Stop letting people fool you, but if you don't have the right last name, you can't make it. Once you do your work, and you find your niche area in life, that you continue to do your homework, and you continue to get good grades, no matter what your last name is, they're going to recognize you. Because you want to be the best you that you can be. Nobody had another foreign name in politics that got in it. So the Lord said He's going to make your name great. So that means if your name is great and that's your name, you will be great. So I want to congratulate you, graduates. It's good to see we have a male. That's happening quite often. More and more males are coming forward with being Val. And I think that needs a special round of applause. No offense to anyone else, but with all the challenges our males are having, and he happens to be a rhymer. Can his dad wave his hand there for me? Let him wave his hand there for me because you defended your ancestors' yard. Because your dad is also part of the family, and this area is where his grandparents and all of them came from, and I know they're resting well in their grave, looking at this saying that they're pleased. The last thing I want you to know is always remember that you carry Pelican Gate wherever you go. And I tell this story so people don't forget. When Pelican Gate was coming to this community, Mr. Alois hear this all the time, it was rejected. And I remember it well because years ago I was in the Ministry of Education, and there was persons who were saying that they were going to put out a petition because this was a residential area and they didn't want Pelican Gate in this area. But Sister Lois kept persistent. And I remember when she came to me and I said, Sister Lois, we're going to get this school here. And Brother Steve and them organized, and we had a meeting down by the community center, and they came. And remember now, I'm the Minister of Education, but also the rep for the district. And you have Sister Lois in my district tell me we're going to do a school, and the majority in front of me would sign a petition, tell me they don't want any school here. But those of you who know for I good know that I don't back down, you know. So they were in the crowd and they tell me we'll not vote for you again if you put and sign off for that school. I tell them anyway, by the time election come, you'll forget, but I don't sign it. We're going ahead, the school are open, and if you don't vote for me, I go home and sit down. Now in my heart, I hope that I forget. But I know it was the right thing to do. Years later, many graduations later, Pelican Gate now is a school above all schools. So let's give Sister Lois a round of applause. And I want you to understand, although it's brief, Sister Lois taught something, and the reason I give you that story, had she not fulfilled the purpose God placed her here to fulfill, none of you would be here today. All the other graduating classes will not be here today. And some of you who came to Pelican Gate needed some special attention to blossom. And you would have not probably got it if Pelican Gate didn't come into existence. Graduates, I want you to ask yourself, why am I existing? But to get that answer, you have to go to God. And let God help you find out why you're here and fulfill it. If it's easy to fulfill, then that's not God, what God put you here to fulfill. But if you find it difficult, know that God give it to you, because with the difficulty, you learn a lot of lessons. So, Sister Lois, we congratulate you. And there's a bus driver, I can't leave him out, Brother Wayne. Brother Wayne is one of the most faithful bus drivers I've ever seen. He's here? He's somewhere back there. Okay. He's one of the most faithful bus drivers that I've ever seen. I must say, even when he tell me they ain't pay him, he said I gotta still carry them. Even during COVID, he said I still have to carry them. But the faithfulness you have with the people that are around here, carry that same faithfulness into high school. And may God bless all the staff, all of you parents, for believing in Pelican Gate. Because most of you here sitting down don't live in this area. But you have confidence to drive from King Garden Bay Road, tongue all about, and bring your child here. It tells about the quality of the school, the teachers, the principal, and everyone. And give them a round of applause. So without any further ado, I want to let you to know that all of your future is so bright that anytime anyone tell you anything else, tell them what I always say. If you can't handle my brightness, turn to your classmate and say this. Turn to one of them and say, classmate, look at your classmate. Classmate, speak like you were doing the cheerleading. Classmate, my future is so bright.
My
And if you can't handle my brightness, I'm going to buy you some shades. Don't dim your brightness for no one. God's blessings.
Thank you so much, Honorable Premier, Honorable District Rep, and my neighbor. And yes, you mentioned some, you took me down a stroll down memory lane because we hear the story every year, but it's important to the history of this school because this was not something that the masses wanted. Okay, and yes, they went to all lengths to see this not materialize. And it was the other day that I realized that I left on my own for 15 years now. It's been 15 years. And I sat, when I went, June 1st would have marked 15 years that I've been on my own. And I don't know what happened that morning. I got up fine. I said to my husband, well, it's 15 years. And he said, yeah, you need to celebrate. And I said, but I don't like the celebration things and so making a big fuss. But I came to school the morning and I came to, as usual, to come down and greet my students. But before I did, and the good Lord is who made me sit in my car for a minute and just type up a little something to share with the parents that marked my 15 years of service. And after I finished the last full stop on that little write-up, I just could not stop crying. I cried. I was overwhelmed. And I cried and I cried, and the teachers saw me packed, and I said, oh, Lord, but I can't go inside. Everybody going to think I'm crazy. So I sent a little note. I said, teachers, you're going to have to excuse me today. I'm having a little moment. And I'm not an emotional person. That's why when the people signed the petition, they didn't know who they were dealing with. I was like, you signed a petition? Okay. I'm not emotional. I'm tough as nails. My parents will be the best ones to tell you about Lois. Okay? So that's why I couldn't understand why I could not stop the tears from flowing. And I cried till I just went home, catch myself. And I didn't even come here. I went back up to Kids Connection. And I came the following day. So I think that what the Honorable Premier said is that you will have obstacles in your way. I could tell you about the obstacles that I faced trying to get here. But here I am 15 years later because you cannot give up. Okay? And you cannot let people detour you from what God has ordained you to do. Each one of you have a special talent. I'm not saying you have to be Trey. Trey is Trey. Ryan is Ryan. Zacchaeus is Zacchaeus. You have to be you. And the devil does not like to see greatness. But that's okay because we worship the Almighty God. And the Lord takes pleasure in the prosperity of his servants. So you have to, be mindful of these things. You're going to have obstacles. I deliberately went ahead and I spoke to the children separate from the ceremony today because every time I go and I speak to them, I start to cry. So I said I'm going to do it differently this year. We spoke already. We spoke to each other already. Okay? So I'm just reiterating a few things as I heard the speakers echo a lot of what I've said to you before. At this time, I want to do a special presentation. I'm going to invite Miss Deandra Lewis to the front to help me with this special presentation. You see, we see these children sitting here looking really nice. But some of them have gone through a lot of, challenges this school year. Good afternoon. This is Miss Lewis. Come to the front. And I want to invite Mr. DeLandre Dorset to the front. DeLandre, you are going to be getting the Alfred Dorset Memorial Plaque. It's been awarded to DeLandre Dorset for successful completion of Primary 5, Grade 6, with honors. Give that a big hand, please. Congratulations on high achievement and completion of grade 6 from the entire family circle. This award is being given to no other than DeLandre Dorset. D's Aquatic Rentals and Tours Award for Honors, DeLandre Dorset. All these Boat Rentals Award for Honors also being awarded to DeLandre Dorset. And without dwelling, these awards are very special. I don't want to make it a sad moment, but I do have to mention this little boy has been through a lot as he unexpectedly and suddenly lost his dad during the course of this school term. I bet y'all did not know. No. He came to school and he was himself. He soldiered through. And this child was able to finish his studies on the honor roll. Please give him a great big round of applause. I've been watching him, I've been monitoring him, I've had the teachers help me out to make sure he's okay. And with the support of his family, he's going to be just fine. DeLandre, congratulations. You have already shown strength that many of us could never understand. All right, please give him a big hand, big hand, please. All right. We're going to shift gears a little, and we want to hear from our salutatorian this afternoon, Miss Tichelle Phillips. Give her a big round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, well-wishers, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. I can truly say that it is my honor to be standing here as salutatorian of the Pelican Gate School, class of 2021. I must admit that I was initially overwhelmed by the thought of addressing you today. However, I quickly thought of all that we have been through, especially this past year, and came to the conclusion that we are definitely prepared for any challenges that we may face. As such, I bolstered the confidence necessary to rise to the occasion. As I mentioned, it has been a really tough time for us, not only because this was our senior year, which came with its shares of challenges, but we literally went from attending school 5 days per week to just 1 day weekly. In addition to preparing for our final exams, we had to adjust to the new normal of attending classes online due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This meant that we had to become even more disciplined in order to resist the temptation of playing video games or falling asleep in our comfy beds. Honestly, I must confess that I gave in and played a little Roblox and prayed mommy didn't walk in and catch me. Luckily, the government made the decision to reopen all schools and we were able to finish our senior year in the classroom and avoided the many distractions at home. Even with the interruption to our schooling, I can truly say that we have made the best of our time here at Pelican Gate and made some of the most lasting memories. This is why, as I stand here today as a member of the 2021 graduating class, I am reminded of the saying, all good things must come to an end. I know we will all miss our hardworking teachers who constantly nurtured and encouraged us with precious words like, don't wait till the night before to study for a test. It never works. Oh, how we will miss those words. Well, we didn't always listen. We can finally admit that those words were some true words because it truly never worked. In a way, we have become like a family here at Pelican Gate, and the teachers took great interest in our overall development. So much so that Teacher Martin or Teacher Roberts would not hesitate to correct us whenever we did anything wrong. In fact, they would even do that thing that we all dreaded the most, calling our parents for backup whenever we didn't take heed. Whenever they did this, it would make us very upset. However, in the end, we always knew that they were doing it from a place of love as they only wanted the best for us. So, on behalf of the class of 2021, I wish to take this moment to say a big thank you to all the teachers and staff who all played a huge role in us achieving the milestone today. Thank you for always being there for us without expecting anything in return. At this point, I wish to say to my fellow graduates, let us never forget the ones who helped you to get to where you are today. We have very special people in our lives who have supported us, starting with our parents, families, teachers, staff, coaches, and our friends. These are the people who have helped us to become the bright stars that we are today. Make sure you give your parents a big hug and thank them for their love and for their sacrifices they made so that we could be here today. I wish to take a moment to say a special thank you to my mother for helping me study to get good grades. When my father left this earth, you picked up the slack and I never one day felt like I did not have your love and support. You kept me focused, and I just want you to know that I love you, Mom. I would like to thank all my family members and friends, especially my grandma and my aunties, who never let me settle for less than my best. We finally made it through this storm together. Class of 2021. This is a big step in our lives, and with all the support we receive, we all worked really hard to get to this day, and our hard work did not go to waste. Just making it to our graduation has shown us that there is nothing too hard for us to achieve. We are capable and strong, and we can do all things through Christ, our source of strength. I know we are going to go on to do great things because I saw the determination when every one of us got together and supported one another. This is something that the Pelican Gate School, or should I say the Pelican Gate family, has taught me, and so we have a strong foundation to build on. Unfortunately, we have to leave what has become our home away from home. But even though we are leaving, I believe that no matter where our next chapter takes us, the Pelican Gate family will always be here for us. Finally, class of 2021, I just want to remind you that you are designed for destined for greatness. I also wish that whichever school you decide to attend from here, you will find a family just like Pelican Gate, a family that you will feel comfortable with. I pray that everything goes well, and I trust that God's help you will exceed all your expectations in life. Once again, congratulations. Keep reaching for the stars, and don't forget, once a pelican, always a pelican. Thank you.
Well said. Well said, Tishel. And I want to share with you a little something before I move on about this little child, Tishel. Tishel joined us here at Pelican Gate as a grade 2 student. She came to the school in grade 2. And you're wondering what's so special about that? It's special to me because her dad, who she mentioned in her speech, don't get calculated. I know you have some math-minded ones, like Honorable Foy, go and start calculating stuff. But her dad, I was her dad's teacher, Tricio Phillips, in grade 2. And she joined me here in grade 2. And I remember him so fondly. I remember him fondly. I remember all of my students fondly. And even as an adult, he would see me and he would never pass. My name was Miss Freeman back then. He would never pass Miss Freeman and always gave me a special hug and a big smile. And whenever I see Tichelle and whenever she smiles, I am reminded of my student, my grade 2 student. And I had the honor of having his daughter join me in the same grade 2 class. And now she's leaving me, but I know that whenever she sees me, and all of us teachers, we would see that same great big smile. She's very loving, just like her dad. So that is something that is, I hold dear to my heart. And I really wanted to share that with you. I don't even think I told you that before, Tichelle. Yes, I was your daddy's teacher in grade 2, Altes Catholic School at that time. All right. And yes, I'm still very young. Thank you very much. All right, at this time, Honorable Dr. Honorable Natalia Wheatley, I would like to invite you to the podium just to give some very brief remarks. I like how you are following protocols and wearing your mask.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Everybody keep telling politicians to be brief. Y'all don't pay attention. Just joking. I acknowledge the Honorable Premier and representative of the 4th District. Also, Honorable Junior Minister for Tourism and Territorial at Large Representative. I also acknowledge the member for the 4th District, Honorable Vanterpool, sitting in the audience, as well as the Chief Education Officer, Mrs. Selwood. Principal, teachers, supporters, well-wishers, and of course, the graduating class of 2021 for the Pelican Gate Primary School. Give them a round of applause. I see so many faces in the crowd that I know. And I have to tell you that I absolutely love graduations, because when you see the look on the parents' face, when they look at their children getting trophies and getting their certificate and dressed up nice in their graduation gowns, these young people who just born, and you used to feed them and help them to walk and you read to them, y'all don't be embarrassed. And now you see them with their graduation cap on. Is there any better feeling than that, parents? And then when you look at their achievement, that achievement is your achievement as a parent. I know that. I had a daughter graduate from primary school last year. And I have a son graduating this year, actually the valedictorian, actually, my son. And it's a wonderful thing. Thank you. It's a wonderful thing to see our young men achieving. So I want to congratulate, let me make sure I don't get it wrong with all of the names we have. I want to congratulate Jesani Raima for your achievement. And also all other students for their achievements. This year was a very difficult year for us. The chief among them had to do with this 100-year pandemic. And as Tichelle wonderfully articulated in her speech, it involved things like online schooling. Of course, we had to make an effort to keep us safe in the midst of this pandemic, but it was not easy for us. It wasn't easy for Pelican Gate. It wasn't easy for the education system, and it wasn't easy for the entire community. But by God's grace, we got through it. Amen. And we give thanks because we did not have not one COVID-19 case in our schools. Give that a round of applause. And we must always have a spirit of gratitude because it could be worse. You see what's happening in India and right now in Trinidad, and Jamaica had a tough time at one point, and the Dominican Republic. It could be worse, so we give God thanks for the blessings. And students, class of 2021, we owe a debt of gratitude to the principal, administration, and the teachers, because we would have never made it through this COVID-19 pandemic without our teachers and our principal. And we owe a debt of gratitude. You can go ahead, class of 2021, give your teachers and principal a round of applause. And also give your parents a round of applause. What the COVID-19 pandemic and online schooling and whatever else has really taught us is that we need parents to be involved in their children's education now more than ever. Each letter in the word COVID, C-O-V-I-D, represents a quality that helped us get through this pandemic. The C is creativity. I want the students to follow because maybe whatever money I have in my pocket, I'll give it to the one who pays attention, my left pocket. So the C stands for creativity. And you had to use creativity by using the online schooling. And your teachers and your parents had to practice creativity in helping you through your studies this year. The O stands for overcoming obstacles. In anything in life, you're going to have obstacles. Actually, overcoming obstacles, that is a good lesson for you to take into the world. Because on your job, you'll come across obstacles. In your family, you will come across obstacles. In just about every aspect of life, there are obstacles, but it's not just having obstacles, it's how you overcome them. And you need good character to be able to overcome those obstacles. The V, if you think about the motto of the Vigilati, it is be vigilant. And during this COVID-19 period, we had to be vigilant to ensure that we did not get any sick persons in the Virgin Islands. The I stands for industriousness, because anything worth having in life, you have to work hard for. And the D stands for determination. Even though you had difficulties, which stands with a D as well, you pushed through those difficulties, and now you're here as the graduating class of 2021. I have great admiration for you students, and I have great admiration for this school, because even though certainly I'm responsible for the public schools, I'm responsible for the private schools as well. Because the public schools and the private schools have to work together. The public cannot do it on their own. And indeed, Principal Augustine, this is a small school that gets big results. We see that every time you enter a competition. And I want to say to you, Gisani, you may have come from a small school, but God has big plans for you. I want to say to you, Tishel, that you may have come from a small school, but God has big plans for you. Amaris, Ryan, DeLandre, Trey, I want you all to remember, when you go to the next level, if anyone tries to distract you, If anyone tries to frustrate your efforts to pursue your purpose, you let them know God has big plans for me and I will not be distracted. Samantha, Zakia, Rihanna, Nathan, you all were created with a God-given purpose. I want you to remember the tools that your teachers have given you. I want you to remember to listen to your parents, your teachers, the advice given to you by your principals, and indeed you will be successful on the next level and you will be successful in life. Class of 2021, I say to you, congratulations. God bless you and continue working hard.
I think you're forgetting your mask. Oh, that's not yours. Somebody left their mask. Honorable Premier. All right. You see, let us give the Honorable Deputy Premier, another great big round of applause. And he has highlighted something that is also of utmost still very much so present. Sometimes I shudder and I try not to read the news, but we have to stay informed. And just recently, and the Honorable Deputy Premier has mentioned all of the Caribbean countries that are buckling under the strain of COVID. And it breaks my heart on many levels because I realize that the ones suffering the most are our children. And it broke my heart when I read the online news some day ago and learned that in the USBI, how far is it from here? Not very far. They have discovered this UK strain of the virus. And my heart sank because I remember the days. It's not a nice thing for educators and stakeholders. I can't imagine what happens in the ministry because I know what I've been through with my little schools. So I can't imagine, Honorable Minister, what you go through having to balance all of the schools. Because I know that you don't like to hear it. I don't like to hear it. But COVID, but a school is the perfect playground for COVID. It will not hesitate to run through a school. And many had this, I feel like I came under some fire myself. So I know you guys are under fire. I want to encourage you this afternoon though, because I have been under some fire. I'm just running Pelican Gate and Kids Connection, and Lord have mercy. But I know, and as much as I wanted my students to be at school, and as much as I hated, I absolutely cannot stand it, the online situation, I want y'all to applaud my teachers right now. Give them a big round of applause. Because I don't know what I would do without my staff. They did not buckle one day. We fought together, we soldiered through that mess. I call it a mess. Um, I'm interested to see what the curriculum would look like now for teacher training because these kinds of things has to come up. Okay? And children, you're going to hear from your parents right now. I know they're going to tell you. Some of them will tell you they haven't been to school yet. Since they left here and graduated, they have never been inside of a classroom. Some of them. Um, but, and that doesn't sound good. And it doesn't sound good. But was it necessary? As I said again, COVID, a school is the perfect playground for COVID. Some of these children will come, they will not show any symptoms at all. Teachers too. But when you go home, Rihanna, you're going to see grandma, you're going to see mommy, daddy, everybody. Look how many people you will come in contact with. So this is the reason why when they close schools, as much as I hate it, we have to transition to an online forum, I'm not patting my own back, but actually I am. But our online system is second to none, and we are able to transfer very easily, Honorable Minister. And I want to also congratulate the parents of this school, because these children are online, on time, on task, every day. The teachers are online, on task, every day. The only person that looks like they pulling out all their hair is Teacher Lois. Lord help me, because I have to be the one to start all of the classes. I have to make sure this class is on, this class is on. Some of them are running together. As for when they said some children could come back and environmental health came to the school. Environmental health, Mrs. Selwood, that's a joke for me and Mrs. Selwood. They came with a measuring tape. I'm going to leave it just so. Okay? And that was some stress out of this world. Children, we have been through a lot. And then they announced that the school can open. School can open full time. I had to pinch myself. I said, no, this is not real. Because then I had to come back and refigure everything again. And then you see that you passed there, the entrance is the result of school being opened fully. Because I know it was time for me to get these children back on campus. Okay? So, it is something for all of us. It is something for all of us, but I don't want you all to leave here thinking that, oh, well, I'm going to go to school. Some of you will, some of you won't. Some of you will have online. Some of you will have a mixed school day, and so on and so forth. But you have been prepared for that, haven't you? Are you used to online schooling? You are used to it. Are you disciplined enough to get to your computer and sit and listen to your teachers? I'm speaking to you. Are you disciplined to do that? Have you done that? Have you shown that discipline before? Yes, you have. It is nothing to stop you. It is no excuse. You will get it done, and it will be well done. All right? So please, on that note, give Honorable Deputy Premier Minister of Education, Dr. Whitley, a big round of applause. Okay, so we're getting ready. We're almost to make it official. I always stall that moment. I keep stalling and stalling, but we're going to have to move. But before we move, I want two items that are on the program. I'm looking forward to hearing from our guest speakers. Teachers, can you let the guest speakers come closer? Oh, they're right there. They're right there. And every year, our guest speakers or graduates that would have passed through the year before. So you are going to be the guest speaker for 2022. Okay, I will call your parents, and I would, I'm kind of persistent, so I'll try to make sure that you're here. And of the class, we have almost all of them. We're only missing one. Two? Who else is missing? Oh, we're missing two of the 11. So give them a big hand, please. And I always look forward to hearing what they're saying. I know Jamori sent his congratulations to you, but he still has school in session, so he couldn't make it. But these lovely, all of them are young ladies here today. And I am looking forward, except for Amori. Where's Amori? Connor is there. I didn't see when he came in. All right, so our guest speakers are here, and they're going to give some brief words of encouragement, and then you will sing your song, and then it will be official. It will be time for me to pass you your certificates. Okay, and then after you have officially graduated, you'll do your dance. All right? But please give a listening ear to these children. Who's going to come first? Nobody wants to be first. The first. Welcome Taryn Augustine to the podium as she gives her judgment. Technology. You couldn't write your speech.
Good afternoon. My name is Taryn Augustine. I was a former member of Pelican Gate School. um, I am in principal list for these 3 past terms. Actually, I cannot wait in this one, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be on it. Now I could just explain to Ayo that high school is not as much as you think. You know, you're going to have fun. You're going to be here. You're going to have fun. You're going to enjoy yourself. Complete your assignments as soon as you possibly can. If you keep putting your assignments on the side, you're going to have all your assignments going to pile up and pile up and pile up on you. You're not going to get them done. You're going to get a 0 because you didn't get to do it. Please, please, please do your assignments as soon as you can. Do not be disturbed during class time. You know, we online, technology is a big thing right now. You have your phones, you have your tablet, you have your computer right next to you. Please do not go on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, any of them. Pay attention in school. When the teacher asks you a question, how would you know to answer? Because you're on your phone, you're on your laptop, you're not paying attention at all. And the big one, the biggest one to me, is learn how to type because oh my goodness, when I went in my first time, I hated the most. I hated it. I despised using it. I despised using a computer. I had to learn it though because I was in a whole year doing the keyboard, the mouse. Now I got good at it. Please learn how to use your keyboard and your mouse. Once and again, this is my speech. I just hope you enjoy yourselves. Hope you enjoy yourselves in high school. Listen to class and pay attention. Congrats to every last one of you.
Thank you very much, Taryn. Are you heard? Well, as you can see, I let her write her speech herself. And those were words coming from her heart. And yes, she went into dialect a little bit there, but she actually has been on the principal's list for the past 2 terms. We are waiting on the results for this term. Okay, and she has been online. We're calling the next guest speaker. Oh, you're right here. All right.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The protocols has already been established. With that being said, congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. I am proud of each and every one of you. You all have made it, just like I knew you would. You all are intelligent and can do whatever you put your minds to. In whatever you do, always remember to put God first. Just a year ago, I was in your position, so I know the feeling. The feeling to know that you've made mom and dad proud is so unexplainable with words, but explained by a smile and tears of joy. In the space of time that I have attended the Elmo Stout High School, I have learned that when they say keep good company, it will benefit you in the end. Well, it did because my grades are looking great. So when you go to whichever high school you attend, don't lose focus. Don't worry about people that are claiming you as friends because they may just be a speed bump in your road to success. Don't let the little things get to the best of you and don't procrastinate at all. When summer is over, you will be introduced to a new environment where there will be a lot more children, maybe even 4 times the size of us here at Pelican Gate School. But don't fear the size because we came from a school that was small but showed big results. Nothing more or less, you are all stars, and with God's help, you will all succeed in everything you do. Once again, congratulations to the graduating class of 2021.
Well said, Mia. I know you heard about procrastination a lot already. And yes, whenever you leave here, you're going to be seeing a lot more students than you're seeing here. Give Mia another big round of applause. Next up, we're going to hear from Essence. Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Pelican Gate School, principal, staff, parents, and special guests. A special good afternoon and congratulations to the class of 2021. Last year, I sat where you are sitting. I was excited and nervous about moving to a new school and new experiences. Today, I want to share with you some of the things that I have learned that are helping me mature as a student and as a young adult. A great writer and poet named Maya Angelou once said, "Nothing can dim the light that shines within," and I am living this testimony of this truth. So today, my main message to you is let your light shine. I want to share 4 pieces of advice that have helped me, and I know it will also help you. Talk about peer pressure. My advice to you is don't give in to peer pressure because you end up hurting yourself and people that love you. If you are ever faced with peer pressure, don't keep peer pressure a secret. Take care, talk to an adult that trusts you and that you trust. Remember, remember you don't have to change who you are to get people to like you. Real friends will not pressure you and they will not like you and they will like you, sorry, just the way you are. Secondly, be a leader. Leadership plays a big role as you move on to a new school. There are people who would admire you and look up to you for guidance, but there are also people who will influence you to do wrong things. You need to have a mind of your own. Be a leader, not a follower. To be an excellent leader, put your all into everything that you do. Have respect for yourself and others. And do the right thing, even if you are doing it alone. Third, wear your self confidence every day. No matter where you go, you have to be confident or sure about yourself. Like me, you may fail at times or disappoint others. Everyone makes mistakes, but even though your crown may tilt, do not let it fall completely. When you make a mistake, admit it. Admit that you did something wrong and you do the best to make things right. Keep your head up high and always try your best to do better. Do don't let negative people and talk keep you down. Encourage yourself with positive words. Lastly, set real goals. Set goals and walk towards making them a reality. If you don't set goals, you may end up wasting your time and you get into the wrong things. Work hard. Believe in your abilities. You know what you are comfortable with and good at. Do not let others set goals for you. Those are the lessons that I have learned about peer pressure, leadership, confidence, and goals. I hope they will help you as you journey on to high school. Let your light shine and when things get hard, let these words stated by Maya Angelou guide you. Repeat after me. I may encounter many defeats, but I must not be defeated. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Essence. Well said, well said. And the one thing I want to echo from her speech, I appreciate all of her words, but the thing called peer pressure is real. And because you are at the stage you are now fitting in with your peers is very important, will be very important to you. You want to go on Facebook. Many of you will create Facebook and then you want to see people like your posts. This is why I always feel like it's not a good idea for you to have Facebook because of the stage you're in. Nobody has to like you. You are looking for God's favor, and then you have your family and you have other friends who will love you. So don't go and give in to peer pressure. Peer pressure is real. Because, as Essence said, you only end up hurting yourself, your family, and those who love you when you give in to peer pressure. All right? I hope that you're taking notes. Now we invite Asia. Asia is to the podium. Give her a big hand, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. To the graduates of 2021, you made it. I am so happy to share in the excitement of your graduation day, and so very proud of you. And just a little secret between us, high school is not as bad as the teachers say it is. Anyways, with that being said, be who you are and say what you feel. Because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Once again, congratulations on your well deserved success.
Those who mind don't matter. I hope you're here. You're getting some very good advice. Very good advice. Thank you, Asia. These boys are coming up last then. And Kibina is to the podium now.
Good afternoon, all. I recognize a protocol that has been already established. Today, I stand as the 2020 salutatorian of Pelican Gate School. To the graduating class, you have made it. The first step to the beginning of your major accomplishments. My experience at the Emma Stout High School was a challenge. But because of my foundation at Pelican Gate School, I was able to endure. Many days the challenges come, but my determination allowed me to push on. Students and friends in this graduating class have struggles, and having struggles is the beginning to your success. Do not give up. And I want to tell you guys, journal, because it will help you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Kibina. And yes, this one, get a journal. You will soon know what that means. And Kibina has been very discreet because I know I follow the list, the honor roll list, and I see her name there for Principal's Award as well. So despite her challenges, she's pushing forward and she's doing a great job at high school. So now we have Saraya is here to give her words. Saraya, you're almost taller than me and I have on heels.
Good afternoon. Congratulations, class of 2021. You did it. I can't believe you all are graduating already. Time goes by so fast as I was just in your shoes last year. I remember our fun times playing at Pelican Gate School. Anyway, I just came to say a few stuff about high school and what it's about, and to give you some encouraging words. Don't get caught up in any bad company. Get friends that will help you with your schoolwork and motivate you. Stay on top of your schoolwork because that's the only thing that matters in school. Getting yourself involved with bad company wouldn't get you anywhere. Make sure you don't skip any of your classes because first impressions are everything and attendance counts. Unfortunately, because of COVID, I haven't been able to go to physical school as yet, but that didn't mean that I didn't have to stay on top of my schoolwork. It was a daily task to check to see what assignments were coming up, when they are due, and to ensure to meet deadlines. As you head into your next chapter of life, you have to be very responsible as not all teachers will be calling to ask, where is this assignment, or giving you additional time to complete. You will meet new people, but don't forget the friends you have gained at Pelican Gate. I look forward to seeing you if you plan to attend ESHS. And remember, once a Pelican, always a Pelican.
Very good advice, Soraya. Don't forget, your teachers probably are not going to call and ensure you do your projects and your assignments, so you have to make sure you do them on time. All right, children? That's why Kibena said keep a journal. Okay? Okay. Connor is here, and he has some support from teacher Nico. All right, let's hear from Connor.
Afternoon, everybody. So I can be talking about high school. So right. So high school is not like primary school. They have bigger kids and all that stuff. Have bigger kids and all that stuff. So don't look friends. Let friends look for you. And don't get caught up in bad influence by other kids. And do your work and study hard. Um,
Thank you, Connor. I'm proud of him for coming up, because yes, he said the bass is in his voice now. But I see him all the time. I see this one too all the time when I go up to their school. I have to go up to their school. I have a boy in their school. So I see them. Okay? So Amori is here now. And wow, Amori, you have a nice speech typed up there. All right? So let's hear from you.
Afternoon. Parents, principal, parents, administrators, teachers, students, and the graduate class of 2021. I present good afternoon. First of all, I must say congratulations. Graduation is a very extraordinary moment where you make another step on into life. All that hard work you have put in over these couple years at Pelican Gate has finally paid off, and you are about to start a new chapter at a new school. It might be scary at first, but some of you may be going to a different school that your classmates and others may be attending the same school with them. One advice I would give to you as someone who is a high schooler myself would be to hold your head up and keep pushing forward. There would be times where you feel that you cannot do the task that was assigned to you, but nothing beats a trial than a failure. I was lucky enough to be chosen as one of the speakers today. Before all of you, I reflect a bit on my journey at this school. If I were to pick one word to describe my journey and experience here, it would be definitely have to be inspiring. The teachers, principal, and the environment in general was very uplifting, and no matter how much you did not understand the material, it was always someone there willing to assist you for for that. That I would thank I would like to thank them. Before I leave, I want to remind the graduating class of 2021 that the road to success is no easy path, but with hard work and dedication, you can do it and will succeed. Thank you. Congratulations.
The road to success is not an easy path, and that's the truth. It cannot be easy. You're going to meet all sorts of speed bumps and potholes and all sorts of things in your way. Welcome, Malia, last year's valedictorian, and I did not mention Kebina was last year's salutatorian. Let's welcome, give Malia a big hand, please.
Good afternoon, everyone, parents, teachers, distinguished guests, and graduates. What shall I say about Pelican Gates? To begin with, in terms of location, it can be considered off the beaten track. What I mean is that it is not within the environs of Rhode Island, the territory's capital. Rather, it is located near the western tip of Tortola, the largest island in the British Virgin Islands. Even so, Pelican Gates is not visible from the main road in the neighborhood of Towers in the village of West End with its flat terrain, 10 to 11 miles from my house. In order to get here, it is necessary to take a path off the main road lined by tall green trees. For me, this was a complete change from my previous school, which was located closer to my house and on top of the mountain in the village of Mayors. Although Pelican Gates was and still is farther away from my house and with a different kind of access, I did not experience any major negative adjustments because Pelican Gates, in my view, was structured sensibly, which in turn promoted learning without too much difficulty. In spite of the COVID-19 pandemic, Pelican Gates kept me so on track that my journey to graduation was not compromised. I attribute this to the creativity and adaptability of the Pelican Gate school system, which then provided for my transition to Cedar International with its age cutoff. By way of explanation, the age cutoff is for the purpose of being academically and emotionally prepared for the transition from Cedar to university. Because of this, I was required to repeat 6th grade, which in the beginning I was not happy about, but then quickly came to the realization that it could work out in my benefit. In this regard, I found the work less challenging since it seemed basically a repeat of Pelican Gates' 6th grade. Having said that, however, I must also say that Cedar is not a Pelican Gates. For the most part, tests have been replaced by creating challenging projects and writing descriptive reports. The point I'm trying to make is that once a Pelican, always a Pelican carries within itself a discipline that I believe will contribute to your success, with notwithstanding the difference in the caliber of the work between Pelican Gates and any other school. Congratulations, class of 2021. Remember, once a Pelican, always a Pelican.
How eloquently said. Thank you, Malia. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that you are finding your transition to your high school quite easy. Okay, I think that would have been all of our guest speakers. That's been all of our guest speakers. Let's give them all a great big round of applause. At this time, we're going to break up the speeches a bit and have a song by our graduating class. You've been sitting there a while, so get up, get your vocals ready. And
Guys, you're not listening to me. Please come over to your mic somewhere. And I was over here.
by yourself, all by yourself. I said it's okay to ask for help. Now listen, people will find you, but they don't define you. And you will find people who have redesigned you. People will find you, but they don't define you. And you will find people who have redesigned you. You are a work of art, but you didn't think you come this far. Now here you are strong, you are wise, you are worth beyond 1,000 reasons why. And you can be perfect, ooh, 'cause nobody's perfect, ah yeah. But no, there's nobody in the world like you. Oh, 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 like you. Oh, 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 like you. Oh, oh, people will find us, but they don't define us. And we will find people who have redesigned us. People will find us, but they don't define us. And we will find people who have redesigned us. We are a work of art, bet you didn't think we'd come this far. Now here we are. We are strong, we are wise, we are worth beyond 1,000 reasons why. And we can be perfect, ooh, 'cause nobody's perfect, ah yeah. But no, there's nobody in the world like me. Oh, 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 you know you want it, 'cause you know that you can be perfect. Oh, 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 my friends, oh, 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 oh. No, there's nobody in the world like me, like me.
Well done. There's nobody in the world like you. All right. Give them another big round of applause for that, please. Thank you so much. Okay, we're nearing the end of our program. You're excited. We're nearing the end of our program, and we really need to speed it up because we're going to be without light soon. Okay? But before we can go into the presentation of our certificates, we want to do some special presentations. I want to call the family of Rihanna Phillips to come forward, please. Rihanna, you can come forward to the front. Your family has a special...
Good afternoon, all. I'm just here to give my daughter Rihanna a special gift from her parents, especially from her father, because he couldn't make it. I wish her all the best on her congratulations to 2021, and the best for all the other students as well. I'm just gonna lift it up. It's a pretty nice basket full with stuff for school and as well as stuff for herself, so she could enjoy on the on this evening. Don't cry. Oh my goodness. Give me a hug. Oh, mommy, daddy, everybody loves you, okay? Don't cry. You want to say anything? Want to say something?
This is perfectly to my father because he's not here today. So I thank him for this gift personally, and I love you.
Very nice, very nice. Well done. I'm going to call Miss Donovan from the Caribbean Seniors just to hand these books. Miss Donovan, they brought a little token for 2 students, and they're going to be presented to Trey Dawson. I want to present one to Trey Dawson for showing perseverance and pushing through to the very end, finishing with honors, okay? So this first one will go to you, Trey Dawson. Congratulations. And the second one will go to Zakiya Stowe, also for showing great, huge improvement over this school year. Please give Zakiya a big round of applause. Thank you, Ms. Donovan. And I'm now going to call the family of Jesani Reimer to do these special presentations. Okay, the mommy is coming. These are for the teachers. Okay, so we're calling Miss Nicole. Come on up, Miss Nicole. Oh, that's you. I thought that was her. I thought that was you. Congratulations, Miss Nicole. And that's from family of Jesani Reimer. Teacher Mitchell from Jesani Reimer. A lovely gift bag. Oh my gosh, these things are creative. Where did y'all get these pictures? The paparazzi's out. Congratulations, Miss Mitchell. To Miss Galindo. You're up next. Special presentation from Desani Reimer showing his appreciation. This one is for Teacher Martin, PE. Congratulations, Teacher Martin. This one is for Teacher Martin, Science. Congratulations, Teacher Martin. Miss Eldred, this is for you from Jesani. Come on down, Miss Eldred. Congratulations. Miss Eldred and Mr. Adalbert. We can't leave out Mr. Adalbert. He's ever faithful to us. We didn't forget Mr. Adalbert. Congratulations, Miss Aldre. We love you. That's from Jesani, but we all love you. To Teacher Aina. Congratulations, Teacher Aina. And let me come to the front. I don't normally get anything, so I'm very happy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jesani. All right, so we're going to move straight ahead, and I want to share with you what's inside. It's very creative. I think this was a collaboration. Another parent asked me about pins, and I look on these pins I'm going to put on mine before I leave, and it's pictures of the teachers. And I have a few extra pins in here. These things are, Mr. Robinson, everybody has a pin. So I'm going to be wearing my pin proudly before I leave here today. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. I'm calling to the front for the presentation of certificates. Mrs. Nico. Mr. Robinson. Come on down, Mr. Robinson. But in the meantime, Mrs. George and Miss Nicole will get ready. Y'all give Mr. Robinson a big hand, please. Oh my goodness. Mr. Robinson, what would we do without you? What? You don't know, right? Oh my, there are a lot of pins. I have to call all these people. Mr. Robinson, wear your pin with pride, okay? I don't know where they got the picture. But we appreciate you. Jasani, that's from Jasani. We all love and appreciate you. Okay. Teacher Ada, you're up next. Come on up and receive your token of appreciation from Jasani. Paparazzi didn't catch Teacher Ada. We're going to have to catch one to give her her pin. Congratulations, Teacher Ada, Professor. I see a pin here for you, Mr. Huggins. Please come and get your pin. Mr. Huggins, music. There are 2 pins for Mr. Huggins here. Congratulations, Mr. Huggins. Yeah, I love Mr. Huggins. Miss Aldred, there's another one here for Mr. Adalbert. There's another one here of me. Put that in my bag. Oh my, there's another one of me. Steve, there's one for you. Come and get your pin. Congratulations. We couldn't do it without you at all, Steve. He's the groundsman. Mr. Adalbert. Make sure you deliver. Special delivery. Congratulations, you've been recognized. All right. And this gentleman, I don't think this belongs with our pins. I don't recognize that one. All right, so the moment we have all been waiting for, and to make it official, parents, I want to say, even though we are letting them go now, we have a series of field trips that I have planned for the children. So please, I know they're graduating, but I would like them to come to school until school officially closes. I have a series of field trips planned. All right? So don't stay home and say you already graduated. All right? All right. Miss George will join Miss Nicole. When you hear your name, please come and receive your graduation certificate. I stand before you one last time as your principal. One last time as your principal. You'll have a new principal. Okay? And yeah, you'll have a new principal. You'll call somebody else your principal very soon. Okay? But you are loved by your Pelican family for always. You are welcomed to come to school at any time. Y'all understand me? Please don't become strangers to Pelican Gate School. Let us know how you're faring, how you're doing. Okay? We love it. I love each and every one of you. The teachers feel the same way, and I'm about to make it official. Okay? Certificate. And this is going in no particular order now, because certificate of come on. Get ready, get ready. Sit forward, sit up. Sit up. All right. So are you ready now? Wonderful. Certificate of graduation is being presented to Jesani Reimer. Certificate of graduation is being presented to Tichelle Phillips. Certificate of graduation is being presented to Amaris Amslem. Certificate of graduation is being presented to Ryan Donovan. Congratulations. Certificate of graduation is being presented to Trey Dawson. Certificate of graduation is being presented to Delandre Dorset. Certificate of graduation is being presented to Princess Virgil. Certificate of graduation is being presented to Zakiya Stout. Certificate of graduation is being presented to Rihanna Phillips. Certificate of graduation is being presented to Nathan Lewis. Thank you, Mrs. George. Please give her a big round of applause for assisting. And before you leave, I would like to get a picture with these honorable members, because I don't know if you will see this ever again. So many of you together all at once. And I would like you to take a picture with the graduating students, all of the officials from the Ministry of Education as well. I would like to get a picture, and then parents. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2021. Please give them a big round of applause. Well done. I'm going to send you to your processional, but first come forward. Everybody come forward. We're going to take some photos. Y'all come. Before we lose a little bit of light. Wait, over here might be better, yeah. Right here. Teachers, I would like you to fall in. Officials from the ministry, please fall in. I thank you all for staying to the very end. I know it's a little graduation, but we always have to give the children a nice send-off. Okay, we're going to look at Mr. Steve first. Oh, we're missing somebody. Okay, make sure you pick. All right. Everybody say Pelican! All right, thank you very much. And this is now time for our recessional. Everybody got the pictures? Yes, I think that's it. We have a little bit of refreshments and drinks in the pink building, so please go and get your refreshments. So y'all can exit. Turn your tassel, turn your tassel. We have a dance. We have to have that last dance. Thank you, Honorable Foy. Let me get a picture with these. Yes. And get the dancers ready while I take, yeah, let me get a picture. Take off the hat. Let them take off the hat. Yeah. All right. Miss Al.